What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today I am playing my week 8 game of or my week 8 match for the OmniPoke Online Play League versus iCaterpie. So I think this might be our last week without using Vivid Voltage in the league. I'll have to check for that. But yeah, so week 8 I'm doing really well so far. I'm 5-2, so I'm at the top-ish part of the league at the moment, so hope to get another win today, finish the pre-Vivid Voltage stuff with a record of 6-2. That would be nice. Today I'm going to use Lightning Mew 3 because that deck is busted, and I did show that off in a recent video, so go check that out if you didn't see it yet. So Lightning Mew 3, Scorch, and Luke Metal. I think last time I did Luke Metal, Leblanc, and Leblanc, Baby Blount, I would say it is Leblanc. So yeah, last time I did Luke Metal, Blount, and Scorch. This time I'm going to do Luke Metal, Lightning Mew 3, and Scorch. And we're playing against iCaterpie. Let's see if he's ready to go. Shout out to PotonStore.com, best place for you to get PTCGO codes, and be sure to use code CELIO for 5% off. Excuse me. Yeah, code CELIO for 5% off. I super duper appreciate all the support you guys are showing the site and in relation showing me when you use my code. So that's awesome. While we're waiting for iCaterpie, just some information. I will be streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week for the Vivid Voltage release weekend. Unfortunately, I won't be streaming Thursday due to work and school, but I will have content out Thursday, and I should be able to record a video either in between classes or after classes for Thursday night and Friday morning as well. So there should be a ton of Vivid Voltage content, and then I'll be live streaming Vivid Voltage on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll also be doing a giveaway, which should be shared on Twitter before you see this video, I believe. But yeah, just figured I'd fill y'all in on that. And I'm just waiting for our friend the Caterpie at the moment. I guess we could just take a look at Lightning Mew 3 in case you haven't seen the list yet. Maybe we'll make a last minute change. I actually wasn't going to add in Incineroar GX because I didn't have the time to, because I didn't want to hold up iCaterpie, but he actually hasn't sent me a challenge request yet. Oh, here we go on Discord. Oh, he just said send challenge whenever you are. Okay. So we're not going to add the Incineroar. It was not meant to be. We're going to start out with the Lightning Mew 3 though. And we will see how this goes. I know Caterpie likes to play control decks, so maybe we'll see Excadrill control or Starly control or something like that out of them today. It's fun to have all these different content creators to play against every week and like kind of know their styles, or some of them I don't know their styles at all. Oh, this is really good. That's really good. And we will find out what Caterpie is playing here. Okay, Lily's Polka Doll, Rare Candy, Nanu. Oh my goodness. I don't know what this is. I do not believe I know what's going on here. I'm intrigued. Wickham's Ball for a Zigzagoon. Okay, so with Nanu, Zigzagoon, Rare Candy, I imagine some Obstagoon shenanigans are probably going on. So this could be Decigoons, but there's still questions I have, because Turbo Patch I saw, There was also Nanu, which isn't a typical card for Decigoons to my knowledge, so looking interesting. Even if it is Decigoons, it's a very interesting one at that. Let's go right on ahead and start powering up our Mewtwo. We won't need this. We're gonna Dedenne the stamp away anyway. Do we want to stamp them from 7 to 6? We know they have a candy, but does that help them? Could. Yeah, why not? We're just gonna get rid of this hand anyway. Okay, not bad. Marnie, that's good. So let's... We probably don't need the Marnie right now, because next turn this gets me Greninja GX, which we need. And I could just get Greninja GX anyway. Maybe it's fine to just... Marnie seems like the thing to do. Yeah, I'd rather Marnie them down to 4 cards. Try to prolong whatever shenanigans they are doing. Yeah, this is fine. Raichu can be good versus Obstagoon, but we don't have to actually use Raichu. We can just use... You can copy it with Mew. Right, so Greninja's in the deck, that's good. We'll just go ahead and grab ourselves a Cocoa Prism. We don't need to use it yet though. An Electrify. I used Quick Ball just to get Raichu into the discard pile, so we don't have to search it out again later when we need it. So it's already there. And it also lets us search our deck to see what's going on. Because, yeah, that was our first deck search. Zigzagoon ping onto the Mewtwo Mew. Okie doke. Damn, they're really coming at this Mewtwo Mew. Oh, because they're just going to research. Okay. Yeah, I want to make the most out of their scoop up nuts and whatnot. Makes sense. Here is the first Galarian Obstagoon of the game. Damaging up this Mewtwo Mew a little bit more. Oh, perfect. We can get another Lightning Energy into this card. Very, very nice. And we'll switch into Mewtwo, I think. No, we'll pop Dance of the Ancients and then switch into Mewtwo. The Turbo Patches might be for Sableye V. Could be for Sableye V. I'm fine with getting all of this into the discard. I discarded my other Mewtwo. That could actually be an issue. I shouldn't have done that. The goal here would be to draw into Naganadel something, Naganadel and Aurora Energy. That would be the dream, because I didn't attach Return yet. But if I don't, I could always just full blitz and full blitz onto the Mewtwo, I think. We'll see what we draw off of this. There's a couple possibilities. Okay, we got Naganadel, but we did not get Aurora Energy, so we were pretty close with that. Let's just get Naganadel into the discard pile while we're here. Oh no, wait, we have Crobat. We have Crobat. So you're saying there's a chance. I forgot we had Crobat in the deck still. Yeah, we for sure want to do this. And I'm gonna burn this. Yeah, this is the move. Not the move, not the move, not the move. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we could switch back into Boltund and put 2 energy on Mewtwo Mew. Force them to have the boss to initiate. Yeah, we're gonna do this. There's no point in swinging into a Lily's Pokédoll. The turbo patches scare me though, because that could mean that he has Sableye V. That's definitely scary. Yeah, so I shouldn't have discarded this Mewtwo and Mew. I should have kept that down. I wasn't thinking about like threats of being knocked out early on in the game until I started thinking, oh, they have Turbo Patch. That means Sableye V is a threat. Like, it's definitely possible that they're playing Sableye V, which is cool about playing in a closed deck list match like this. It feels like a real tournament. All into the Jirach, so they're looking for something. Is it boss's orders? Attached to that, they have Nanu, so makes sense. There's Sableye V. Very cute. There's Marnie. But if we put 170 on the Zacian, they can't Nanu it into a Sableye V. We'll just do that. That's pretty good. Andy another down. This 30 probably, yeah. I was gonna say it won't go to Mewtwo and Mew because their plan is to use Sableye V. And then Intrepid Sword. Okay, so I have a plan. All right, this is the plan. So we set up the 170 on Zacian V so that he cannot Nanu into Sableye V, because Sableye V only has 170 HP, unless he has a like a big Charmer Toughness cape in the deck. So honestly, it looks like a very weird use of Tag Bolt, but we essentially took out both of the threats for next turn. They can't obstruct us, and they can't Nanu into Sableye V. So they would have to hit Turbo Patches to attack with Sableye V this turn. But if they could pull off like Turbo Patch on Sableye V, so do we have to, the Sableye V is already in the discard because they already set up for that. If they're only playing the 1, then he'll have to Nanu something else into Sableye V. But essentially I made this Dark Energy be wasted. So like that's actually something really interesting that like I don't feel like this scenario could have been like taught in a setting. Like just watching this game is like the only time you're gonna see the scenario where you want to Tag Bolt 170 onto a Zacian with a Dark Energy because you're afraid of Nanu Sableye V, right? Like it's a pretty weird situation. They bossed up the peak, which isn't good for me because I don't have a way to switch out of it because I'm out of switch, and he took note of that. So yeah, this peak is a liability. I just, every time I wish it was another Mewtwo Mew. There's one more energy. Okay, sure. Let's do that. So realistically, he could have just like manually attached twice to a Sableye V after bringing up this peak if that was a play, and that could have worked. As much as it sucks, I need to retreat this Pika. Okay, we got energy. We can retreat the Pika. Nice. So we can Mist Slash. Tandem Shock doesn't work because they have big Parasol. We could Venom Shot the Zacian for prizes, but that's not really what we need. We need to knock out this Obstagoon, so yeah, we'll Mist Slash for 130. I definitely think I'm in a losing situation here, though. Mostly because this Pika ROM was not another Mew. And like I said, early on, I discarded this Mewtwo because I thought we were going to be playing against like some kind of control shenanigans with no huge threat of a one-shot happening until I saw the Sableye V. So here they're going to go for Turbo Patch on the Sableye V. And I think that would just secure the game for them if they can make that happen. Okay. Yeah, I'm out of options for getting this peak out there, aren't I? Yeah, very good play. I don't believe I still... No, I'm not playing Malolana in this list, so... Yeah, that's really good. Aurora Energy, can't do anything with that, just pass. He might be trying to deck me out, but... Untamed Shout to knock out the peak and then start swinging to something else? That seems like a really good idea too. There's a Sableye V. Energy. Big old Parasol. And I'm struck knockout. All right. So this allows me to snipe the Sableye V, but then they have this one that they could turbo patch to. Like hopefully that would be their ideal situation. We do have another... Do we want to go down to 5 cards in deck? Yeah, sure. Let's try for a reset stamp. There's Stampy Wampy. We'll hold on to this energy. Knock out Sableye. Get rid of 2 energy. Now, how many obstructs does it take to get to the end of a Mewtwo tag team? Oh, there's Nanu, and that's game. Yep, there it is. GG. Good game. Well played. And yeah, so we weren't playing Malolana in there. And the one change I was going to make was Incineroar. And that wasn't going to change anything that in that matchup at least. Gosh, I don't know what they could play next, but let's just run it with a classic. Let's go with Luca Metal. So we're down 0-1. That was a super well played game. Really interesting game to watch too. I'm really happy that some of these games have been like not just copies of the meta. Some of these OPOP matches, like last week the Torkoal versus Luke Metal match was pretty cool to watch, versus Slowpoke Well. And this definitely is very interesting. Okay, starting out with a mole. Okay, start Zam active. And let us see what we're playing against this time. This time it is control. Okay. I think we can handle control. I think. Oh, beautiful. What a good start. Those are the 2 energy I replaced weakness guard with, for sure. So the 2 decks I have that aren't the Mewtwo deck are actually pretty good versus control. I have Luke Metal and Scorch. Okay, so yeah, it's Excadrill control. Oh wait, is this... Yeah, okay, that's the control one. Okay, yeah, Excadrill control. For sure, jeez. Cryogonal. Awesome card. And let's just start taking knockouts. I think just having a lone Zacian probably would have been better if we didn't start with the Zamazenta, but honestly a lone Zamazenta could also be good because it can attack every turn, whereas Zacian can't because of Brave Blade's effect. But as long as we just get our energy on these 2 Pokemon, we should be fine. We also have Lily's Pokedolls to stop us from decking out, so I feel like there shouldn't be a worry about this matchup. But like I said, Caterpie likes to play control, and I know he's very, very good at control decks, so when you're playing against a very skilled control player, no matter what the matchup is, I feel like you should always be on guard. So we will we'll Cynthia Caitlin away this Zamazenta. Grab Malolana. Just attach. And we'll mess up this hand of theirs. They might frozen lock us next turn, in which case we won't be able to stamp, so I figure we'll just do it now while we can. And next turn we have Marnie, so this turn stamp, next turn Marnie. Seems good. Persian's actually a threat, though. I should mention that Persian is a threat. So we want to get to a smaller hand with Marnie for sure. Maybe I shouldn't have Intrepid Sorted because of Make 'em Pay. So that's something to keep in mind for the future turns. So yeah, here's Birdkeeper. We're gonna lose most of our hand here. So we'll probably lose Marnie and Malolana. The rest I don't think will be too important though for us. Unless they hit multiple Crushing Hammerheads, then we'll definitely want our Metal Saucers to stick around. But yeah, I was hoping I didn't give them this kind of playable handoff stamp. Oh, let's go. Okay, double Crushing Hammer Tails, that's really great. I can pretty much guarantee we're losing Malolana, Marnie, and both Metal Saucers. Yeah, there we go, and swells the cherry on the sundae. Okay, we top deck a Marnie, so that's super tight. We don't need this in our deck. We don't need this in our deck. Put that at the bottom of the deck. We only play metal goggles, so attaching metal goggles doesn't do anything. It's not like it stops us from attaching an air balloon later on, so we'll just attach it. And we're not worried about deck out at the moment, so just attaching a spare metal goggle seems fine. They can't get down another Persian next turn, so we don't have to play our hand size down for that reason. And we'll just Brave Blade. The Crushing Hammer tails were very rough. Do they have the water for Cryogonal? Nope. Okay. Let's do this. All right, I think we win from here. Crushing Hammer tails again. I feel bad for that. Crushing Hammer is like whenever it goes under 50%, I'm like, I wish it would have went 50% so I can see like if the matchup would have went the same way. Also, apologies if I'm a bit low energy for this video. I'm still pretty tired. Yeah, just keep swinging. We're just gonna keep swinging. We don't have the boss this turn to get the Excadrill, but it's all good. I think we'll win anyway. Oh, there's the scoop. Okay. Yeah, that one felt really, really good. There's honestly a lot that counters control in the current format. I think we'll go Scorch just in case. It's either Scorch or Lightning Mew 3, but I think we go Scorch in case he runs it back with that control deck. Maybe deciding what deck to play for this one. Let's see. Okay, just making sure he didn't send me a message. All right, let's see if he wants firsties or second. He wants to go first, so I would not like to go first. And I'm playing Scorch, so that's perfect. Okay. It hurts to say the word perfect and then look at an Eldegoss or Dedenne start. But that's perfect. Yeah, so he ran it back with the same deck. So I feel really good about this then. Just gotta take it slow versus control. No reason to you know, do any crazy stuff. We're just gonna get our nice little consistent Sense of Scorch V. And we really don't have to do much else. Next turn we'll try to get Sense of Scorch V max. Yeah. That's all I need to do. And having Eldegoss V as my liability is great because it has float up, so I can always attack with it to get it out of there. Oh, so that's really good. Intrepid. All right, so next turn we do want to start just taking knockouts, so I'll probably have to dump my hand with the Dene. We'll switch, attach, dump. And what is this? We're not going to start taking knockouts, oh no. All right, what I could do, because I don't want to discard an energy for myself, but I would like to just set them back a little. We'll do that. We have two bosses in our hand, so I could boss here. And if they don't switch it out, I take the knockout. If they do switch it out, I just boss again. So I kind of like that plan. I could also play this out so they can't make us pay with make them pay. I think I'll just play this and then radiating heat, no discard. This seems fine. Of course, crushing hammer could hurt for a little bit, but eventually we'll get where we need to be. The Tina isn't a liability because we play scoop up net. The only thing that is a liability is the Dene, but I wanted to actually, you know, start doing things. So I played it down and our hand wasn't amazing. Galar mine. Yep. So yeah, the Dene remains our liability. I'll actually want to take care of that Persian, I think. Let's see what this hand looks like. So we can attach. If we attach and boss up Zacian, we go down to 3 cards and we take 2 prizes, we go up to 5. So why don't we just do this? We'll go up to 4. Make him pay doesn't do anything to us. I like this. I like this plan a lot. So we go up to 4 cards in hand. Oh, Sense of Scorch, nice. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't have wanted them to make us pay with a Sense of Scorch in hand, because we want to start using that. And we don't want our boss's orders gone either. So I'm trying to think of my opponent's win condition so I can avoid that. That's kind of what goes through my head when I'm playing against a like lock control style deck. And their win condition is trapping a Pokemon up, which they're able to do right now. So they're just gonna frozen lock me a bit, and that's fine. If we draw a giant hearth, we just get out of it. But I will attach an energy, bring our hand back down to 4, so make them pay doesn't hurt us, and then from there we pass. I could evolve the Sense of Scorch VMAX, but I honestly don't think I have to. We'll just pass. Sense of Scorch VMAX might end up being better on this Sense of Scorch V, so we'll see how that goes. The hammers are not in his favor. There we go. Frozen locking. Fine. I think I'll just end up evolving. Yeah, we'll evolve, hold on to everything else. And like I said, if we top deck a giant hearth, our Dedede gets out of there. So we'll just evolve pass. Okay, frozen lock it is. Pokecom. So this time we attach active pass, basically just making sure I can keep my hand below 5, so make them pay can't discard things from it. Right now the only resource that matters in my hand is boss. Okay, so they're getting down a second Absol, so now the Dedede costs 5 to retreat, so the Dedede's never getting out of there as long as we don't have Giant Hearth. That's basically what it's like. Let's check out retreat cost 2, free because of balloon, 1. This shouldn't really do anything. I'll just pass. If they do make him pay, all they get rid of his boss, but they're not going to. They're just gonna swing. Item lock. That's fine. Just keep playing this down because, like I said, Giant Hearth reduces our retreat cost by 2 essentially. Right now it's at 5, but if we get Giant Hearth to bump that, then we're down to a 3 retreat cost. Yell Grunt. Gotta keep that in mind for make him pay. I forgot about Yell Grunt. We'll just attach pass. I think they're afraid to break the item lock, but they shouldn't be, because if I have Switch in my hand, they could just make him pay. But then I could always top deck the Switch, and that gets me out of the lock. Same thing, kind of. We could play another LD to play Welder. I'm fine with this. He's gonna have to do something different eventually, or just knock out my Dedede. So if you find yourself playing against control decks, like I said, when I'm playing against it, I kind of figure out what is their win con and how can I stop it from happening. But it's really, really important to know the options they might have available. So like keeping Make 'em Pay in mind, Team Yell Grunt, knowing that they can get resources back with Excadrill, things like that. Pokegear. Make 'em Pay is looking more threatening by the second. Just keep attaching. Surgy Boy. Double Grunt back into the deck. You'll love to see it. Ah, Birdie Keeper. Here we go. Here comes the Make 'em Pay. Ooh, and the Crushing Hammer. Fails. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, another Crushing Hammer. Can't be mad about that. This is where we top deck the switch. They are making us pay instead of locking us in a freezer. So we hope we top deck the switch here and punish them for that. They're definitely getting rid of Boss, Fire, Crystal, maybe Pokecom, and the Fire Energy. Oh, they didn't get rid of the Fire Energy. Alright, I already have one Dedenne on the board. How bad could a second one be, right? Probably pretty bad. We'll just attach pass. We'll just go with that. The problem is they're going to have to knock out my Dedenne eventually if they want to keep item locking me. And if they don't item lock me, I'll get out of it with Switch. So, yeah. Just attach again. They didn't make them pay because they don't want to damage my Dedenne even more. I guess this will be a Rototiller turn. They have to use like Scoop Up Net or something to switch. Because the Galar Mine makes their active Pokemon have +2 retreat costs as well. Oh, they have Bird Keeper. There you go. Draw the whole deck, Rototiller 4. Okay, I don't care about any of that. The Dene is the only true liability because Tina can be scoop up net, Eldegoss can use float up to shuffle itself back into the deck, Sense of Scorch V can evolve into Sense of Scorch VMAX, and this is already Sense of Scorch VMAX. So I think the only liability on the board is the Dene, and they're going to have to knock it out eventually, I believe. Because they're going to have to frozen lock it in the active, or use make them pay while it's in the active, something like that. We're down 2 switch. We have 2 more left. Triple hammer. Love to see it. Quick ball. It's gonna be a pass for me. Just need a switch. And I need to refrain from pulling another Dedenne down. Mr. Surge. Into the bird. Okay, make them pay. Yeah, I don't care about this hand getting make them paid. The energy I care about a little bit, but we can get energy back with Sense of Scorch VMAX. They'll definitely get rid of an energy, but the rest of the stuff isn't too important. Polka Gear. Does that do anything for me? No, I don't think so. I do get to discard a card, though. I'll play this down. So the Yell Grunt make them pay. That's 20 more damage on the Dene if they decide to do that. Okay, just a Rototiller. Rototiller. Having an energy off the top here would be good. It's a welder. Polka Gear could get us welder, so we'll just Polka Gear and fail. I actually think he's going to win this. He got me into a really bad position because I put this Dedenne down early. I thought I needed to put down the Dedenne to get the early aggression. And while I did get early aggression due to it, it is hurting me now because I can't get this Dedenne out of the active. Like, this is like that. So that play of mine, I valued the early aggression for Dedenne over the risk of having Dedenne on the bench, because I thought it would outweigh and I could just get the Dedenne out. But control being underplayed right now, it gives it an advantage because people aren't familiar with the build. So I wasn't expecting, you know, double Absol Galar Mine to be the reason why my Dedenne gets stuck, essentially. Please let me see switch here. Still no switch, so I just dump my hand. Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. We're taking one prize. We don't want quick ball, so let's get rid of quick ball. We know there's 3 energy in the deck. That's good to know. GMAX Centiferno. Knockout. Get an energy. Now we're up to 4 cards in hand. Make them pay doesn't hurt us again. Yep. Oh, boss the Tina this time. Oh, and they can swing for 13 turns with it, right? So I can poke a comic Pokemon to the deck, so that gets my deck 1 card bigger. I don't think they can go that many turns without using Rototiller, though. Oh, there's another Galar Mine. That's bad. There's the other Galar Mine. Very not good. Why don't we just pass? They're not going to make him pay a 5-card hand. Do note that he is playing this very, very well, because control versus Centiskorch, you don't get the win with control without playing a very good game. So like the other match we had, Mewtwo versus Sableye, I'm glad that we have such interesting matches for you guys to watch. Okay, so Frozen Lock. Passy. So gonna Rototiller here, I guess. No Frozen Lock this turn. They just have to hope I don't top deck Scoop Up Net here. I do have a very thin deck, so top decking Scoop Up Net wouldn't be that much out of the question. We're gonna bring up the D though. I'll play welder here, but I think I want to wait. Okay, so they're just gonna make do rototiller. Nice. We're crushing hammer. Okay. Ah, we needed to see giant hearth. Definitely need to see giant hearth there. I think that's gonna be game. I mean, he could flip all tails on crushing hammers. He does also only have one Chinchito in play, so it's not like he can draw his whole deck. It's just top deck giant hearth and I can swing again. But where does that really get me? Tails on the hammer, that's great. Crushing hammer again. Nice, nice. And rototiller. Can we get a good card off the top? It all came down the bench in this Dedenne. We can add a card back to our deck. We can do that. Hearth is the only draw out in our deck to, like, do something. I'm getting rid of an energy off of Sense Scorch could be bad. If they get rid of 2 energy off Sense Scorch, I just lose. Like, that's automatic lose. Our 4th switch is in these 3 prize cards. So, like, taking another prize card will give us 1 more out in our deck. Taking another prize card. Here comes the crushing hammers. Here come. Yup. There's a 1. A 2. Okay, tails. A 3. All 4. That's, I think that's game. All right, I lose there. I just wanted him to see my message before I concede. GG. So unfortunately, I did not get the win here this week. Very, very interesting game 3 there though versus iCaterpie. If you don't already know about iCaterpie, go check out his YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm 5-3 now in the OmniPoke Online Play League. Not too bad. Was hoping for the 6-2, but I got outplayed. iCaterpie played a superb game of Control there in game 3. And I'm really happy to be able to say those kinds of things in standard format when it's not super skill based. That was a really skill intensive best of 3. So GG's to iCaterpie. Of course, thanks for OmniPoke for organizing this league, which I've been playing in weekly. You can check out all my past weeks on the channel. Yeah, like I said earlier, Vivid Voltage content coming. Tomorrow we'll have video content. Friday, Saturday, Sunday we'll have live streams on Twitch and video content on YouTube, so be sure to check that out. I'll have a giveaway going on Twitter. Probably will be up prior to this video, so once this video is up, the giveaway should be live on Twitter, so go check that out. I'll be giving away 100 packs of Vivid Voltage on PTCGO. Thank you for watching. Check out PotownStore.com for your PTCGO needs. Subscribe if you are not already subbed to the channel. Leave a thumbs up and a comment for the algorithm, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.